The year was 1923. Willow Creek was a boomtown, drunk on silver and copper. The Willow Deep mine, its heart, pulsed day and night. Then, on a Tuesday, the heart stopped. A tremor, a roar, a collapse that swallowed 42 souls. The town grieved, then moved on. The mine, a tomb of timber and dust, became a ghost story, whispered by the wind through the skeletal headframe. Some said the mine was cursed. Others blamed shoddy practices, greed trumping safety. Whatever the reason, Willow Deep became a hollow scar on the land, a place avoided, a place where shadows seemed deeper, colder. Decades later, 4 figures stood at the mine's maw. Drawn by the siren song of the unknown, the urban explorers called themselves the Grave Diggers.
There was Jake, the leader, his eyes gleaming with reckless curiosity.
Emily, the documentarian, camera always at the ready.
Marcus, the skeptic, his gruff exterior hiding a thrill-seeker's heart.
And Sarah, quiet, watchful, her intuition sharp as a shard of obsidian.
They'd come for the story, for the adrenaline rush of trespassing on sacred, forbidden ground. They'd come to chase shadows, unaware they were the ones being hunted. The air turned cold, thick with the smell of damp earth and something else, something metallic and ancient.
Jake led the way, his headlamp cutting a shaky beam through the oppressive darkness.
Collapsed tunnels branched off like broken ribs. Rusting equipment lay forgotten, ghostly sentinels in the gloom.
Emily filmed, capturing the slow decay, the whispers of the past clinging to the rotting timbers.
Marcus, ever the pragmatist, pointed out the structural instability.
But his warnings were lost beneath the growing unease, a prickling at the back of their necks. They weren't alone. The air, heavy and still, seemed to watch them. The first whisper came as a sigh, a rustle of unseen things, then a shape flitting at the edge of Jake's headlamp beam. Gone before anyone could be certain. Nerves stretched taut. They huddled closer, jokes turning brittle, laughter dying in their throats. They pressed on, deeper into the heart of the mountain, the air growing colder, the shadows deeper.
Sarah swore she saw a handprint on the wall, blacker than the surrounding darkness, cold to the touch.
Marcus scoffed, but his voice lacked conviction.
The mind was playing tricks on them, whispering its secrets, testing their resolve. It began with a feeling, a shift in the air, a sudden drop in temperature.
Then the shadows moved.
Not the dancing flickers of our headlamps, but something else, something older, hungrier.
They coalesced, twisting, reaching, tendrils of darkness solidifying into a horrifying, vaguely humanoid form.
A scream ripped through the silence.
Panic seized them.
Marcus, his bravado gone, stumbled back, tripped and fell.
The shadows descended, a silent, writhing mass.
His scream echoed through the tunnels, then abruptly cut short.
The others, paralyzed with terror, could only watch as the shadows swallowed him whole.
They ran.
Blindly, desperately through the maze of tunnels.
The camera tumbled from Emily's grasp, clattering onto the hard-packed earth.
Jake, his eyes wild with terror, urged them on.
Sarah, her face pale, clung to the back of his shirt, her breath catching in her throat.
Behind them, the whispers grew louder, the shadows slithering in pursuit.
They were lost, trapped in a nightmare. The mine, no longer a tomb, was a predator, and they were the prey. Every turn led to another dead end, another collapsed passage. Hope dwindled with each echoing footstep.
They huddled in the darkness at the end of a narrow tunnel.
The air hung heavy, thick with the smell of fear and dust.
The whispers were closer now, circling, taunting.
Jake sank to his knees, his face buried in his hands.
Emily, her eyes wide with terror, clutched Sarah's hand, seeking comfort that neither of them possessed.
They were out of time. The shadows pressed in, a suffocating darkness. Sarah closed her eyes, accepting the inevitable. A low growl resonated from the heart of the darkness, a sound ancient and hungry. Then silence. The mine stood silent, the only sound the wind whistling through the collapsed entrance. Dust motes danced in the single shaft of sunlight that pierced the gloom. The shadows had retreated, leaving no trace of their presence, no sign of the explorers they'd consumed. Only the fallen camera lay on the cold, hard ground, a silent witness to the horrors it had captured. Days later, a search party, alerted by a park ranger who discovered the abandoned vehicle near the mine entrance, found the camera. The footage, though corrupted in parts, was chilling. The authorities, baffled and horrified, could offer no explanation for the disappearance. The mine, sealed once more, became a tomb again. The wind whispers through the skeletal headframe of Willow Deep Mine, carrying with it the echoes of screams and the rustle of unseen things. The shadows are gone for now, but the mine remembers. It waits, patient and hungry, in the heart of the mountain, waiting for the next unwary soul, the next curious mind to penetrate its depths, waiting to claim them as its own. The story of Willow Deep Mine serves as a chilling reminder. Some places are best left undisturbed. Some secrets are better left buried. For the darkness remembers, and it is always hungry.